Hi everyone, my name is Vitória and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to be making a flower garland. It's really easy and simple and you can make it in a matter of a few hours. You can make it in a bunch of different colours and you can make as many flowers as you want for the length of the garland that you want. Anyways, let's get started with the tutorial. In terms of yarn, you'll need double knit or DK yarn, a 4mm hook, a darning needle, and some scissors. These are all the flowers that I've made so far. So firstly, I'm going to teach you how to actually make these flowers. With your first colour yarn, place your fingers out like this. Hold your thumb on top of your yarn and get 2 fingers out. Wrap your yarn around twice so it makes an X shape, and then get your hook, slide it underneath that first loop, and then over that second one. And as you take that loop underneath, you want to turn your hook and get a little bit of yarn like that. And so now you have another loop, and you try and get that yarn over those fingers and through the loop. And that is your first chain. Then you chain one more, and that is a magic circle and 2 chains. Now we are going to do 9 double crochets in the magic circle. Yarn over and place it in the magic circle. Yarn over again. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. That is your first double crochet. Now we're going to do 8 more. Yarn over, go through. Yarn over, pull up. Yarn over, pull through. Second double crochet. Third double crochet, 4th double crochet, and so on. I'll reach back to you once I've made 9 double crochets. Once you're finished with that, you're going to pull on this little bit of yarn here to tighten the circle, and you're going to slip stitch at the top of the chain 2. So you're going to try and find that chain, which is just next to that first double crochet. Yarn over, pull through, and then pull through that little loop without yarning over. Now that you've made the circle, we're going to switch the colour of our yarn. So cut it off, leaving a few inches of yarn. We're going to put it over our needle like that, and then with our 2 fingers, we're going to hold it and drag it through that loop. Then you make a double knot with these 2 ends. Make sure they're about the same length. Tighten. And to save on the amount of ends that we need to weave in later, we're going to weave in this yellow yarn. And now we're going to slip stitch in the stitch that we're currently working on. And remember to crochet over this piece of yarn. Now you're going to do another slip stitch in the next stitch. And you are going to start your first petal. Chain 2, then do a double crochet in the same exact stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to do another double crochet there, and now you're going to chain 1 and repeat these steps but in reverse order. So double crochet into that gap and another double crochet into that gap. Chain 2, and again into that same exact stitch with a slip stitch. Now you're going to do a slip stitch in the next stitch, and then in the stitch after that another slip stitch. And now we repeat these steps for the petals. So chain 2, double crochet in that exact same stitch, another double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and chain 2 and slip stitch in the same exact stitch. And that's how you get those big round petals. I'll repeat this one more time and then you can do it on your own. slip stitch, then into the next one, slip stitch, chain 2, double crochet, double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and slip stitch. And then about here I would stop weaving in that end and I would just crochet without it. I'll reach back to you once I finished all the petals. After the 5th petal, you are going to do a slip stitch in the very last stitch. It might be a little bit hard to do. And then to fasten off, chain 1 and leave a little bit of yarn. Cut it off and tighten. Now I'm going to show you how to weave in your ends. Since we already weaved these in, we can just snip them off. With these 2 ends, we're going to tie them together. And this is how I get it through my needle. So I have a big chunky plastic one. I put the thread on top and I kind of make a little loop. And then I take off the body of my needle. And then I try and put it through the eye of the needle. And I try and put them both out at the same time. And now both ends are in the same needle. We're going to put these through the backs of the double crochets that we did. So just kind of go through here. Just go through any of the loops at the back and make sure that you can't really see it from the front. And pull it through. Because my end was really long, it was kind of difficult to put it through. So make sure your end isn't too short, but also isn't too long. And that's really all I do in terms of weaving in. Stretch out the petals a little bit and you will have a finished flower. Now I'm going to show you how to put them all together into a garland. Get any yarn, I'm just going to use this white one, and make a slip stitch. So place your fingers out like that, put your thumb on top, spread your 2 fingers like that, cross it, so kind of like how we did our magic ring, except we're going to get this loop and pull it through that with our finger, and then let everything go and pull it to really tight, and then you have a slip knot, and then put it through. Now we are going to chain 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now that I chained 30, I'm going to get one of my flowers and face the back and go through one of these top stitches on the flower in the middle. So I'm going to go through that one and slip stitch. And that is the first flower on your garland. You're now going to chain 30 more. 1, 2, 3. Making sure it's all on the same side. So I'm going to lay it flat on the table. Get another flower. Make sure it's on the bad side. And go through the top of the stitch. And attach with a slip stitch. And chain 30 more. Time to attach our next flower. Again, go through the top of the stitch and attach with a slip stitch. And then you're going to repeat these steps for each flower on your garland, and I'll reach back to tell you how to finish it. After you slip stitch your last flower, you're going to do 30 more chains, and then just do an additional chain at the end. Cut off your yarn and then pull it through. And just like that, you don't need to weave in your ends because it's a chain and not like an actual stitch. Cut off around there. And then do the same for the other side. And that is your crochet garland finished. I'm going to put this up and then show you what it looks like. So that is the end of today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below what you'd like to see next. And I'll see you in the next one.